Well, social media giant Meta is pushing for Google and Apple to build age verification tools into their app stores. The system would give parents the power to block children under 16 from downloading the platforms.
It follows Australia's e-safety commissioner demanding social media sites reveal how many children use the platforms and how underage users are being stopped from accessing them. And for more, we welcome now digital wellbeing educator Dr. Jo Orlando. Good morning to you, Doctor.
Hello.
It really puts the onus on parents. Is it a good idea?
Well, it is a good idea because any kind of age verification stops a child being able to access any kind of adult content on social media, but also platforms like pornographic platforms, betting. So it's a great idea, but it's absolutely quite complex. So there are governments around the world trying to do the same thing, like in the US and UK, but they're all coming across this one hurdle, and that is for age verification we need the children's ID, and that needs to be uploaded to a platform. So we know we're getting hacked all the time, aren't we? So there's no platform that we can guarantee that all their ID will be safe. So imagine if a hacker came in and hacked that platform, they would have the Australian generation of children right now, all their ID
and their addresses.
Everything
all
about
their
them.
Information.
Everything about them.
Okay, so that's just one of the complex matters that makes this fraught. If we put that aside, do age verification barriers actually work? Or can the kids get around them? Does that actually mean that they're even at 16 that they're able to view some of this content?
The other complexity, that's right. The other thing is no, not necessarily. So maybe Australia brings in the age verification law, but kids can use a VPN and they use them all the time for gaming and things. And what it does, costs a couple of dollars a month and it takes them around so they can still access social media, but like they're from another country. So a country that doesn't have age verification laws. So it's very easy for them to get around as well.
OK, so the e-safety commission has given social media platforms, I think it's a 30-day deadline. If they hand over this data, will that help? Will that change? And do you expect them to hand it over?
It's a tough one. There's no kind of thing what if they don't. We're not seeing that. What the e-safety commissioner wants is this baseline of data. How many kids are actually using social media? But because without any kind of evidence, we don't know which way to make the laws and legislation. So it's needed.
I speak for many parents when I say I'm stuffed. What advice would you give us parents about navigating this before legislation has gone through? Yeah,
and you're speaking for probably every parent that I ever talk to. There's things you can do right now that are free and that are pretty secure. So one is if you've got YouTube and you've got videos coming in that you don't really want your kids to watch, go onto the settings, turn off autoplay, turn off recommendations. That will stop that. If your kids are playing games on websites and those adult kind of content ads are coming up, just put an ad blocker on your device. And then there are things like go into Netflix, go into Google, go into your device and turn on some kind of restrictive mode. And then if your kids are using social media, dislike, not interested, or put into restrictive mode, and that will start to shape the content that they're seeing. Because these are the things we're trying to block, and this is a really safe way you can start today.
Just start changing the algorithm.
Yeah.
Very interesting. What great advice. Jo Orlando, thank you so much.
Thanks.